guys, Lemmy here, and I'm back with another random art video. Today it is in fact a commission for my good friend Metal Mushroom on DeviantArt. This is his, oh my god, 20-something commission? 20-something commission? This was a cute idea that I kind of convinced him of. I can be very influential when I want to be. He wanted to draw, or he wanted me to draw his original character, Kyra Akina, with my original character, Lemmy Crescent, which is who my main account is named after. It's my very first character I've ever made or drawn, so long time ago. So what he wanted me to do was draw the both of them, and he wanted them to like maybe be hugging or doing something, and he wanted to be half body, and he wanted it to be traditionally done, so done by hand with colored pencils. But what I convinced him of is, because his character is a princess, that it could be more like a royal portrait, because he has in fact copyrighted his character, and actually my character. He copyrighted Lemmy, and he wrote her into his story. So Kyra ends up losing her parents at a young age, and then my character kind of ends up raising her from afar, like watching over her. So so she's kind of more like a royal advisor type of thing. And so I've like, hey, well, why don't we just make it so that it's kind of like a motherly, almost royal portrait sort of deal, and then it would be half body, but it would make sense, and you know, all that other good stuff. So he said he liked the idea, and we went with it. And I'm deciding that I'm going to break up this video, or I have decided, I'm deciding right this second, that I want to break this up into 2 videos, because I know it took me a very long time to color this, and I don't want it to go by in a flash if I show both characters. So I'm going to do, the first video is going to be Kyra, and then the second video is going to be Lemmy, just so it's not as sped up, because a lot of work went into this, and just speeding it up seems like a shame. In other news, actually, let me check the time on this, because maybe I'll just talk about it in part 2. Alright, so we're pretty good on time. I'm going to just really quickly mention what I was going to mention, was that I tried a new coloring technique for colored pencils. I don't normally press hard, but in high school I remember my teacher, he said that there's always a problem with the Prismacolor pencils where like you don't really know if you want the texture of the pencil to show through, or you should press harder to get rid of that texture, and blah blah blah. So he was always in love with my friend Sarah, to the point where he skipped Sarah ahead to like AP art, and she didn't have the prerequisite classes, and I wasn't allowed into AP art, so it was like this whole like I'm bitter and full of hate. Anyway, so this teacher was always like in love with people who would like press really hard on the pencil, and Sarah always did that because she always just pressed hard with whatever she was using, like even if it was just a sketch. So he really loved her art, and she always pressed really hard with the pencils. And I was like, hey, I don't do that, but I feel like, you know, trying something different. So I went with more of a press hard thing, and I just have to say, I'm frickin' tired. Like, it was exhausting. I don't know how. I really don't know how. But I was tired. I had to take breaks and do some digital art, so like my arm really hurts from pressing so hard with the pencil. It was really weird. Like, I don't ever want to do it again, because it was like, that was so horrible. I'm gonna go cry, because I'm a wimp. It was really weird. But I did like how like kind of vivid the colors look when you press down, and it doesn't look as washed out. But I don't know if it's something I would really like want to do, unless I could find like a technique where it wouldn't hurt my hand. Like, it's not like the pencil was beating my hand up, you guys, but it was more like, I'm really tired from exerting so much effort to push this into the grain of the paper that I'm like, I'm tired. I need a nap now. Like, my arm just felt drained. It was really weird. Like, really weird. So yeah, that's all I had to talk about, is I tried something different with the coloring, and then I was kind of like, well, I'm just going to leave some of the white of the paper, because I like to do that normally. So the hair, I was a little bit, I was more forgiving with the pressing hard, because I left some grainy bits with the pencil color, and then I kind of decided to do half the dress pressing hard, and then kind of like taper it off until like not pressing hard towards the light. And yeah, that's kind of how I figured what I was gonna do, and it was really strange. It's really strange. Anyway, I hope you guys like part 1, and stay tuned for part 2. And I'll see you guys some random period of time later where we will randomly get together again, and it will be fun and random. So have a great period of time, guys, between when we speak next. And yeah, take care of yourself and each other. I feel like Jerry Springer. Isn't that what he says? Yeah, that's what Jerry Springer says, right? Because I was like, you know what, that sounds really familiar, and I don't know where it's from. It's not Mr. Rogers. Oh my god, could you imagine him and Jerry Springer getting together? That would be crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Oh god, what's wrong with me?